Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I revamped this very old wig. So go ahead and click that subscribe button and let's go ahead and get started. So I'm starting out by parting the hair straight down the middle. This is how I normally wear my hair, and it also is going to make it easy to add the highlights. And so I'm just getting all of those flyaways out the hair, and now I am parting a small section of the frontal at the side. This is going to allow me to start my highlights evenly so that the left and the right side are all the same. And I just wanted to show you guys how small the part is. I think this is a 13 by 4 frontal, so it isn't quite that large. So I'm starting out with a hairbrush. This is going to just get all the tangles out of the hair and just make sure that all the bleach is even. This is also my 40 developer bleach. Well, the developer. This is what I'm going to mix in with the bleach powder. This is the bleach powder. I use the BW2 Clarasol bleach. They're both the same brand, so it's going to take really well. And this is also my mixing bowl. This is what I'm going to put my developer and bleach in. This is my applicator brush. I'm going to mix and apply the bleach onto the hair with this tool. I also have a pink rat tail comb just to make sure my parts are even. And I'm also going to use a detangling comb at the end just to get all the knots out. And then I also picked up these foil sheets from Dollar Tree. They're already pre-cut, which is perfect. I usually do them in half again because they come out large, but those are the foil sheets. And then I also have the Shimmer Lights toning shampoo. This is going to get the brassiness out. I ended up not using it, but if you wanted to, you could. And then lastly, I think I'm pulling out my ISO Plus. Yep, my ISO Plus. This is the neutralizing shampoo. It's going to make sure that all of the bleach is out and return the hair to the normal pH. And then I also picked up some heavy duty pink gloves just to make sure no bleach got on my hands or came through on the black gloves. I am starting out by taking that BW2 bleach, and I am going to take about 2 to 2.5 scoops. This is going to be the perfect amount for the frontal. And then I'm going to take that same Clarasol developer, and I'm going to create a kind of toothpaste like mixture. You want it to be thick enough to where the bleach is actually sticking onto the hair, but you also want it to be thin enough. So my ratio, I just eyeball it, but if your mixing brush can stand up in the bleach mixture without you holding it, that's how you know you got a good consistency. So I'm just going to mix this, and then at the end I'm going to show you what I mean by it standing up on its own. Here's what my bleach mixture looks like, all incorporated. I thought I filmed the applicator standing up, but I didn't. I think I filmed it later, but as you can see, it kind of has a toothpaste like consistency. It's not too thick, it's not too thin, so that is exactly what you're going to want in your mixture. And let's go ahead and move on to the application. So I'm taking that brush and just getting all the tangles out of the frontal. This is just going to make sure that when we're applying the bleach, that it's being applied evenly and that there's not certain portions that have more bleach than the others. And you want to do this every single time before you start applying your bleach. So this is what the frontal looks like on the side. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that part and part it into 3 sections. This is how you're going to get the base for all of your highlights. So I'm going to take it and kind of part it as if I'm parting for a braid into 3 even sections. And I'm going to start this layer by highlighting that middle section that I'm holding. So I'm going to actually take these gloves off. They kind of just got in the way, but now we're going to go ahead and get into the application. So I'm taking that middle section and I'm going into the bleach mixture, and I am starting to apply the bleach directly to the hair in my hand. It's okay if you get bleach on your gloves, you're gonna get it everywhere and it won't transfer, I promise. But as you can see, I'm applying that bleach and then taking my hands and then making sure that the bleach is even throughout that piece of hair. The worst thing to do is to highlight your hair and then one piece comes out where half of it is the natural color and then the other half is not. So I'm just applying it, taking that brush, brushing out the tangles, and this is just making sure that all the hair is evenly coated with the bleach. So now I'm taking that piece of foil and adding it directly under the piece of hair. As you can see, I ripped it in half. This is going to not only protect the other pieces of hair from the bleach, but it's also going to help with the processing time, and as I go through the hair you will see that. And now I am going through the frontal again. I can see that I got a lot of bleach on my hands, so I'm actually going to change my gloves and then come back, and then I'll show you how to do your next layer of highlighting. And I'm also adding a towel on the floor because this is definitely going to get messy, so please be safe. So now I'm taking the next section that I am going to highlight. I am parting it off, just making sure that there are no hairs from the top or from the back. That's very important when doing your highlights because you want a nice even layer. And so I'm clipping those over to the side, and now I'm going to take the back of the hair too and clip that as well, because before I didn't, but now it makes sense. And so I'm going to take that same do the same technique, brush through the hair, make sure that there are no tangles. It's okay if you get a little bleach residue. I promise it's not gonna make like a huge difference at the end. And so now I'm going to part the hair again in that 3 braid section, but this time instead of highlighting the center piece, I am going to highlight the 2 outer pieces. So I'm going ahead and preparing my foil. I'm actually going to take the foil and place it under the hair, and then take the same bleach mixture and apply it onto the foil. This way it's a lot cleaner, it's not as messy, and then I can just fold the hair into said piece of foil and then just close it up like I did the piece under it. It's a very repetitive process, but I wanted to take you guys through it completely just in case, you know, anyone might have any questions. But this is the easiest way I figured, and it's actually how I ended up doing the entire head. Okay, so now I'm going to finish doing this side of the frontal. As you can see, you will just go through the same process. One layer, you'll do the middle section. The next layer, you'll do the outer 2 sections. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip through the rest of this process because it's very repetitive. I literally will be doing the same thing over and over again. So when I come back, the hair is going to be completely highlighted and you'll get a preview of what the front looks like. Okay, so this is what the hair looks like before I have washed it out. I'm going to wash it out very quickly and then show you what it looks like. So this is the final look. this is it wet, and I'm gonna take it outside so you can see it in the natural light. But as you can see, it looks so pretty. It gives the hair like a different vibe, and I think that the highlights turned out really good, great for the summer. And I didn't add any hair dye onto it, so it is in its true natural state, and I just love the way that it turned out. I'm gonna take it outside really quickly, and this is what it looks like in the natural daylight when it is dry. It's ultra pretty, it's ultra full, and it gives the hair such a pretty nice vibe. So yeah, this is how I revamped this really old and tired wig. And yeah, if you want to see how I apply my lace wigs, go ahead and click on the eye that's going to be at the top of this video, and you'll see how I apply my wigs so that they look laid and slayed. But thank you guys so much again for watching this video. It's greatly appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification icon, and I will see you guys in the next video. Toodles!